What is up, everybody? It is Friday, May 31st, 2024, and we are back with our true picks of the day. Fresh out of work, as you could tell. If you like what you see, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment in the section below where you can see all my final plays and best bets. Remember, these are all free picks, and nothing is guaranteed, but every pick is a winner to me. So let's get right into the recap of yesterday's picks. Get the brooms out. It was a sweep. Going 3-0 in our last video. Cashing out in a huge bounce back spot. We had the over 8.5 runs in the Cubs-Brewers matchup. Total for that one was sitting on 10 and 6-4 Brewers win. Then we had the Minnesota Twins money line. Close call on that one late, but the Twins held on to a 7-6 win against the Kansas City Royals. And last but not least, we had the Washington Nationals to cover the run line plus 1.5. They ended up beating the Braves outright, winning 3-1 and taking 2 of 3 games on the road, winning the series and upsetting Atlanta on their home turf. Once again, a clean sweep. For yesterday's picks, if you tailed me, comment in the section below. Let me know which games you took, how much you wagered, and what your total payout was. I'm extremely pumped, and I'm happy to give you guys positive results. Jump on board if you haven't already. Let's keep this streak going and get right into Friday's card in the MLB. Our first matchup will be going to Baltimore, Maryland to see the Tampa Bay Rays take on the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards. Aaron Savale for the Rays gets a start in this one, coming at 2-4 with a 5.72 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 57 strikeouts, and 56.2 innings pitched. Although Savale has some pretty good strikeout stuff, he hasn't been consistent this year, giving up 15 hits and 9 earned runs in his last 3 outings for the Rays. On the opposing side, the Orioles will be giving the start to Albert Suarez, who's 2-0 with a solid 1.53 ERA, 0.95 WHIP with 24 strikeouts and 29 innings. Suarez is kind of a spot starter for the Orioles, but man, he's looked great so far this season, earning his way up the ladder for this ball club with 0 earned runs recorded in his last 6 outings, only pitching 8 or 9 innings total, but facing some pretty good competition there in the St. Louis Cardinals twice, Arizona Diamondbacks twice, the Chicago White Sox, and then the Seattle Mariners. Suarez probably won't go deep into this one, but I think he pitches well enough here against a Tampa Bay's team who ranks 22nd in batting average, 22nd in runs scored, 20th in hits. Also, the Rays play better at home than they do on the road. Guys, I'm taking the Baltimore Orioles on the money line in this one. I think they will get the job done at home, and I'm trusting them to get the bats going here to get enough runs for the win. Our next game we'll be looking at is the Cleveland Guardians hosting the Washington Nationals. The Washington Nationals are coming off an impressive 2-1 series win against the Atlanta Braves, traveling on the road for this one, giving the start to Patrick Corbin, who hasn't looked the best this year, coming in at just 1-5 with a steep 6.12 ERA, 1.69 WHIP, only 36 strikeouts and 60 innings pitched, and 26 walks to go with it. For the Guardians, it will be Tanner Bibby, 3-1 with a 3.99 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, and 62 strikeouts and 58.2 innings pitched. His last outing, he was given the win against the Angels, 6 hits, 3 earned, and 6. This one was on the road, but his last home start was excellent. Playing the Minnesota Twins, going 7 total innings, only giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 8 strikeouts to go with it. He definitely is the better pitcher in this matchup, and I'm willing to side with him in this one. The Guardians have recently been crushing left-handed pitching in the month of May with some of the best numbers in OPS and power. Coming off a day of rest, I'm taking the Guardians on the run line in this one for plus money. I think they will be able to get to Patrick Corbin early and often, and I'm picking one of these starters. I'm going with Tanner Bibby for the Guardians. Our last play, final play for Friday's card in the MLB, we'll be looking at the matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Pablo Lopez getting the start for the Twins. Not in the best form as of late, 4-5 with a 5.25 ERA, 1.17 WHIP. His strikeout stuff looks fairly decent with 69 Ks and 60 innings. but his last 3 outings have been terrible, giving up a total 25 hits and 18 earned runs to go with it. He's facing the Houston Astros, who will counter with Ronald Blanco, 5-0 with the 1.99 ERA, 51 strikeouts, and 54 innings. His walks are a tad bit high at 22, but he's looked like he's been in good form, being the best option in the Astros pitching rotation this year. His last 3 outings, he has only recorded 3 earned runs, facing the Yankees and the A's twice. It's never easy to face the same team twice, especially the A's, who've been hitting righties fairly well during the month of May. So far this year, he has looked solid. Even coming off a suspension, he bounced right back into the swing of things. The Astros aren't usually a team I back, especially after their miserable start to the season, only 25-32, third in the AL West. I'm going to still take them on the money line in this one, given a great price. I like their starting pitching advantage, and I think the basket gets to Pablo Lopez for a couple of runs. I don't like the Astros bullpen, but I think they run up the score early and get enough runs to win this one at home. I'm taking the Astros on the money line for my final play. Quick recap of today's picks for May 31st, 2024. We have the Baltimore Orioles on the money line at home. We have the Cleveland Guardians minus 1.5 on the run line at home. And we have the Houston Astros money line at home. Once again, thank you guys so much. I know everybody says shout out my name. I would just want to shout out one name, and that's Jorge. Shout out to you, buddy. Have a Bud Light for me. Drink up. Let's get these picks in. Let's please win some money again. Let's keep this streak going. Stay with me. Ride with me. I got you. Thank you. Have a good night.